Famble, don't forget the morning tea, the program we can bring come to you use, views, comments, analysis, and other issues that may be in the country. And we will bring come today on the edition, my name is CYRUS KONOBUNDOH. We send stock for today say, before you praise cotton tree, take time near fine for us, because far away cotton tree, not get chuk. And this comes from Patrick Fandy. Inside the program today, we will know more about one outreach feeding where Do and Tony don't do over the weekend to all people them na Kube community inside Freetown. Self, we get forget na the studio Sophie Kelsin Cisse, the people will get the best government WASC result for this year. Famble this and Bokoda Tori themselves break the inside the program this morning. Famble the program na morning tea, and don't forget to you can come to you live on Hidima Media Network. And don't forget you can be part of the program by way you use the line +232 79920 500 +232 79920 500 for sending your SMS in case you want to be part of the program, because the program concerns Salon people and the country. We will now join Joshua Patrick for the local and international use.
Firstly, brief journalism about the rehabilitation of the Salon oil refinery, and also talk about how the ministry don't try forget investor them we will invest on cake and bread flour at the country.
Morning tea, and we want for big pardon continue for stay tuned any side you the listening from or you the view from, and don't forget you can contribute to the program by where you send text message to +232 79920 500, and we they face some challenges with our local use day. We go now join Roy Robinson for the local use.
This news really come to you live from Hidima Media Network. But first, the main points them. His Excellency President Dr. Julius Maada don launch the Kenema Rehabilitation and Expansion Project na Kenema. The talkman for the National COVID-19 Emergency Response Center, winner Solomon Jamiu, don't say Salon don't list as one of the low-risk country. Now for the use proper, His Excellency President Dr. Julius Maada don launch the Kenema Network Rehabilitation and Expansion Project na Kenema, where he be the give in statement and tell thank you to all donor and partner for way and support this project. In talk say the government's plan now for build sustainable infrastructure and train more citizens. The Minister of Energy, Wena Halaji Konja Sisi, say the project's important because the project will improve the energy generation and distribution efforts of the ministry, and also community will not get access to electricity will benefit from this project. The talkman for the National COVID-19 Emergency Response Center, Wena Solomon Jamiu, don't talk say the Center for Disease Control don't list Salon as one of the low-risk country, and continue for say the corona sick don't take 35 weeks na the country, and in they encourage everybody for obey the law.
It is true that the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has listed Sierra Leone as one of the low-risk countries, but we feel cautiously satisfied because we are in the 35th week of the coronavirus outbreak, and the outbreak is not yet over. Therefore, let all of us behave responsibly even as we get into the season. Your face mask, social distancing, and hand washing continue to be effective public health tools.
Now for use but other country, the Ethiopia Federal Police don't they look for the leader for the Tigray People Liberation, where government soldier enter na the Tigray region capital. The Prime Minister for Ethiopia, Wena Abiy Ahmed, talk say if no end this fate na then country, plenty people go die and plenty people go left the country and go other side. For Hidima Media Network, Mina Roy Robinson.
Welcome back from We Local News. We go now quick one go to the first story inside the program. The Antonio Organization for Aged during the weekend don't feed over 250 old people them na Kube community inside Freetown and take them for left them with message we get for do with justice. Well, for no more about how waiting be happen there and how the program been come out, we own Erika Bangura been present and gonna report.
Good it's thinking say very important at any age, but it will become more important as one they reach midlife and beyond. As person they grow old, their body and lifestyle they change, and all people them need good food for stay strong. For sake of this and plenty other thing them, make the Antonio Organization for the Aged with support from Paddy and other Soriat organization them go work out to all people them wait up na the Kube community. Inside in talk, the founder and CEO for Antonio Organization for the Aged, when I Doreen Barry, say plenty time, all people them knocking the part of the activity of organization them and then can feel left out. According to them, all people them supposed for the get good food, good clothes, and good side for the dome. Even talk more, but waiting then go do na Kube community.
The reason why make we do this one because we work for community with people, where they not say the Antonio Organization exist, and for can give them information say we don't sign an MOU with legal aid board. We inside that MOU day and for let all people get access to free justice. Another one again and for let the community stakeholders them, let them know say the old people support for the area and then for take care of older people them. So because of that we come. And we not just want for campaign old people them, we not provide something for them. And we not say old people are food they need. And because of that we come and come give them food, dance with them. Bring some musicians they come, they can perform and make all the people feel good. Among the next sound the provinces, last week we did on the hill. Today we don't come and inside December we plan for target 2 of the provinces, and because of that we talk to Soriat organizations and people that we believe say we forgive back to all the people, let them come on board and support me.
Samuel Benture, now the outreach officer for Legal Aid Board, where Ibn talk, said then join on with Antonio Organization for the Aged for ensure say all people them get justice at different side them where them find themselves. Ibn self asks that all the old people them were present for always make sure say they report any form of injustice to them. Councillor More Ali Conte, now the councillor for Ward 431 constituency 1 to 5, where himself been the rob mots and this been say plenty thank you to the organization for the great step we then take and ask that not only be the first and the last, even pledge in support to them.
When the season comes, now flooding the affects the community. And during the day, the old people there, they suffer to an extent that past when they go extra mile. So in as much that this will happen, with all the hope and pray, and see say, indeed, this organization, under my own tenure for let it happen that the Kube community, me and one person together, the stakeholders, go for a basis to the case.
All people them will be attend this program, been get this for say.
Nina Daniel Kiru, Adena, Bay community. Very good idea because we don't old. The Bible says when they born you young, you go days on them, then you hold back. You turn like that. So if it is mommy who want to like that, you can't feed with by now. We appreciate. Although we didn't slow me area, I remember we. I will feel say my kids are all that thing, they go wipe up because they care for the old people.
That gladness and no side for us. The glad will make glad today. And God one grace and God bless this woman. All day like you are to do my reach. Then a glad bad one, a glad then the put it concept with finger. We say when the season and budget for we go on them. No go miss it. You can't walk glad. Ah, glad day. You know they near.
Oridima Media Network, Erika with Bangura.
Welcome back from that clip. I believe say you don't watch and you don't hear a lot inside that story. They waiting the old people them say actually, but one go on for ask how consistent that go be because for eat fine food is very essential. It nourish the body. So how consistent somebody go on for ask. Now to the next story inside the program. Well, the kind of way how aid problem they increase in the country don't draw the attention of people in our society for come out and talk on things them way for consider and implement for address this problem. I was like this make mental health coalition been do 2 days conference where them been discuss more on this issue. Well, Andrea Mariam Assisi been they part of this program and go now report.
For long term, society not be they consider people with aid problem because them feel say they're not useful again for work na any institution or organization. Aid problem na sick where they affect the brain and where they can call mental disorder. This sick na sick where can affect anybody and it can mean like any other sick them like malaria, hypertension and boku other sick them. All man get different mindsets what can cause aid problem. As some man can say na devil can cause them or some people then can say na because they don't swear the person that it make it behave the kind way it behave. But research don't prove say people them with aid problem can able for recover and come back na society for do important something. For discuss both issues them around aid problem, the Mental Health Coalition been do the 7th annual conference who say them be discuss more of them things they are so and waiting can cause mental disorder. The lead for Mental Health Coalition when a Joshua Abiyose Duncan where he be the talk, he say people them working severely affected with aid problem can start from age 10 to 25. And same way so every year 800,000 people them now then can die by suicide around the world.
50 million of people are living with dementia, whether early dementia or late. Yeah, and according to what was projected by 2050, this number will be tripled. Those with severe mental health conditions live between 10 to 25 years in their actual lives since the inception of that condition. And one of the most extreme manifestations of poor mental health is suicide. And 800,000 people on a yearly basis die by suicide. A lot of times we say they commit suicide. Actually, they are only reacting to a situation that is really precipitating them to act the way they are. And by extension, we realize at age 14, 3/4 of our population begin to experience mental health conditions. And by mid-20s, some of those conditions move from mild to some other level. Yet, only 2% of our national budget are spent on mental health globally. Are we still in the cocoon, engulfing ourselves in the cocoon of the traditional view that mental health problems are so much spiritual that we should pay little or no attention to it because it is the work of the traditional healers and the faith healers? How can a nation around the world be so insensitive to people who are the human resource base that determines the growth of a country?
Episodes and boku other important things them around mental disorder.
And so accessing the care is a challenge. And when we go there, the challenge of medication continues to pose a threat on us. And accessing it, if it is a challenge, how can we really recover and contribute to national development? If national development, if personal development, if community development will be enhanced, there is need for increased investment in mental health.
Lawyer Ibrahim Sawane Squire, where if they talk concerning the 1902 Lunacy Act. This act na act were very stigmatizing and an act we don't hold for long term. He said this act need for change, even though if they raise mental illness awareness na the country, but the act still they speak against them people yaso where they suffer from aid problem.
Any nation that believes in national development must take the mental health of its people very seriously. And if Sierra Leone is to follow the path or the strides that other developing countries have made in the improvement of mental health, then the law has all it takes to make that happen. But I tell you, the law in itself like the one we have is obsolete. It's old. It's not something we could look at and be proud of and say, we as a nation are ready for national development. Does the law encourage human rights violations against mental health patients? The Lunacy Act of 1902, which is the main legislation applicable to mental health patients, or lunatics, as the act referred to them, contravenes prevailing human rights norms. The act reflects a 19th century attitude towards mental health problems and considers the mentally ill as a danger to society. That there is an urgent need for this act to be reviewed if we are actually ready for national development.
People with lived experience being come out and talk, then lost and found, and how then done they contribute greatly in our society. These and plenty other speakers them will be the part of the conference, begin important statements them way go help and change the life and mindset of people them in our society. For Redeemer Media, Andrela Mayamasise, the report.
Welcome from that already. We will go straight to one part we guest them with inside the program. Okay, Mother's Choice Foundation, an organization we don't defend against domestic violence and same way so they empower youths, especially girl picking them. But then they on 16 days activism, waiting day now the 8th day. Well, for no more about the organization and waiting then don't do out and don't impact lives of girl picking them. We get now the studio, the acting public relations officer winner Oscar Kamara for can talk to you. Welcome to the program, Oscar.
Thank you.
All right, first of all, let me give you overview of my Mother's Choice Foundation, waiting una debut and waiting una don't they do.
Okay, thank you. First of all, Mother's Choice Foundation, a young man by the name of Santos Kamara, I think due to the violence we in Momimbi done the suffer and us, the decided say it's about time we get an organization we go seek or watch towards that particular way. Because when you look at women in society, you realize for say most of them they victimized in such a way. So as a young guy, anyone for eradicate that in the country as a whole. So that make it say, well, they can form something like that. And for the past a former 2017, Mother's Choice Foundation be there for Salon in Freetown to be specific. And being that we work towards the SGB, the V sexual and gender-based violence, that now we focal point in every aspect we do in terms of organization.
All right.
But then at the same time, we always do work for see that menstrual hygiene, because picking them the way they go to school, not even know. Sometimes when they get this particular humor or feeling within the menstrual period, they don't even know how to take the process or how to get water. So Mother's Choice always the work towards that. But at the same time, we try to empower education in picking them. Less privileged picking them, we not get the opportunity for go school. When we make programs, give them books, supply things into them, at the end of the day, we see that they say going for go school and learn something better for become feature of the country as a whole.
All right. This 16 days activism, if they talk at now a broader spectrum, a lot of organizations then involve they do some kind of things them one way or the other. One for no specifically waiting Mother's Choice to do during these 16 days of activism.
Okay, thank you very much again. Make I just bring a little bit of thing to you before I go talk with you with the do. Of course, get forget this enhancement of the 16 days activism 25th November when an official date that day for Salon. So like basically Mother's Choice Foundation he always they go to schools, female schools, because we look at the country as well, women are vulnerable to the thing there. So the 16 days activism from Mother's Choice Foundation, we go to schools, we talk to the school them, we synthesize speaking them about the whole concept of the 16 days activism. That now we focal point. And being that we go to schools, we always try to create the platform when let people know about the sexual based violence and the gender based violence, we of course in more really they happen in our society.
A lot of times people they tend for raise awareness about the dangers of girl picking being exposed to men we at the end of the day violates them one way or the other. But one thing again, one for now relationship they between mother's choice and lawmaking body then for ensure say even if somebody do then kind of to girl picking, then for take action and speedily on a relationship with them body then they.
Okay, for the country we will find ourselves second to specific. We think about working with the law very complicating in the states. You get for it in the state of Thailand because the law sometimes can be favorable to other people. Because when you look at certain things that will happen at the country as a whole, one case study, there can be a case study. With Mother Straight Foundation go on to courts, just for see waiting at the repercussion or waiting will be the final date of that particular set. And even when the men's up initiative come up, Mother Straight now one of the organizations we did in the forefront for see that if you can recall back when they go to the police they began to arrest some people then in that first day protest. But at the same time we decided for organize yourself in a better way back again for come now constitute and get a 6 and a 1 whole day sensation people they may know say the Mother Straight Foundation of course they said the work. Like I come to your question properly, the law. Sometimes we can go to the people then and tell them say this case here we won't foresee the end of it. But like I say we country we're very slow in taking actions.
Okay.
That's not the whole thing. But Mother Straight Foundation, they work very tirelessly for see that we work in hand with the law for see that we eradicate what's happen in terms of this particular way they have.
Alright, share with few success story them we go say na achievement for the organization over time. In relation to na initiative generally. Share with me some of them success story then. Like we go point say this now we don't do specifically this girl picking we're able to take them to this level, inspiration or awareness don't make this person don't get this. We want them kind of proof them.
Okay, 2017 where we found Mother Straight Foundation, we realized for say the vicinity of Kabbalah and Kamia district, beginning the we not even get book and pen. But at the same time, we not even get shoes for going to school. And we country as a whole, people then be in the higher states they were able to support them people there. But the willingness where they will say make a go to this community and make us support them people, So Mother Stress be that embark and the first point when we organize or when we form the organization, now the first thing we do, we make sure we empower over 150 people that impact there. Wherein we get a 1 week.
Can I do with this?
Yes, 1 week program that we get. And the program we get activities, indoor, outdoor activities. We make an awareness in the first place. Why you need for go school? Why you need for educate? Then after that, we say at the end of this whole thing, you don't tell the people they say, or you don't tell the reason why you need for educate. You get to give them something. Maybe they say, oh, if I educate, this is what I'm going to achieve. So at the end of the whole process, we make sure we give them books, we give them pens. Some people not be able to pay fees for everybody. Then not only that, we always don't involve ourselves in menstrual hygiene. Yes.
How specifically menstrual hygiene una can create them opportunity for let them get them products them we go assist them as well.
Yes.
On adjust the awareness.
No, not only the awareness. We go to schools, we talk to them, and that is why we work with Caritas and at the same time Hill Valley.
Okay.
They work along with Caritas and people that we always support in whatever project or whatever process we do.
Yeah, because that day we want for come again, it's very essential. In as much as the owners you take and say they upon you for reach out to God picking them, believe say we the give somewhere has to be the place there has to be a place where they get from there for support at the end of the day, don't get any support.
Well basically when we start initially the support because they like between we save.
Okay.
You go pay 200, I pay 200, we get that money like that. Which will they get from the people there? And then money will be put together to see that we empower girls.
Okay.
But few months we don't get Hill Valley and Caritas, we always do support. We make a come back to the menstrual question where you bring. Menstrual hygiene is about giving pads to picking them, soap, paste, brush, picking them when they wake in the morning, you don't even get that time for wash the month.
Okay.
You don't even get that time for wash, just see put in it for on, wipe the shoes, walk away, even if they mess, they don't even know what to do anything. So in being that we talk to the people then, if you talk to Posse, you need to do the action. It means your message is not going anywhere.
All right.
You talk to the people at the same time, you give them the action, you give them the things that they need. So more stress with them embark in that. We don't embark in so many activities.
Well, Freetown then can say no to Freetown no more salon, but we get other side and you mentioned Kabbalah specifically.
Yes.
One for no other side and the benefits from what you do.
Yes.
Right.
1 month ago we get the Africa God Child Day. We always celebrate November, October. This is October 10th, or we always get we go all the way na Kono, and the place we will go Kono, or not just a river like.
Okay.
From Kono to the village we go. They don't even get access for letting course. Now only a tiny boat, and the environment not even get school. Early in the morning, if you can get for walk away, then go sit down now, just open inside.
Right.
So when we realize for the kind of thing that happen at the community, then we finance bigger for see we need for good inside, and we go now inside there and make sure see we supply over with the help of Caritas in Hill Valley.
Okay.
Over 50 pairs of shoes to picking them. We not get shoes. Some picking because we not even get shoes. You not get uniform.
All right. Now, Oscar, let me talk about the school project. We understand so now they're on a project, school project. How far now don't go with them before we take the other clip inside the program?
Yeah, we assistant for now. We still lobbying because basically we alone not able to fund that particular project. Now the side where they talk about Kono, we are the talk say the picking not get school, and not just a river. A risky. How you go put a tiny 3 or 4 year old picking inside boat for making cost water before they go to the other town for go school. So Mother Street Foundation they try to make sure say they self get a school na them town, so which means they not go cost any water again.
Okay.
So the project assistant for now with the lobbying, and by the grace of God, next year by God if we will try to see that we get a very good school for the picking them.
All right. Continue for stay with me now the program Oscar. Fambul, the program na Morning Tea, and it come to you live on Redeemer Media Network, Redeemer Radio Network 92.5 FM inside Freetown, and the soft frequency them all about the country. And don't forget, we say we so on Redeemer Television channel 72 on ITV, and say we so on with Facebook page, Redeemer Facebook page, and on YouTube. We will now take the next story inside the program before we come to the next guest inside the program. Girls to Girls Empowerment Movement yesterday don't engage the Inter-Religious Council inside one meeting for give sense to the religious leader them on how they self go contribute for end FGM na the community them and the nation as a whole. How they intend for go about this? We own Alice Priscilla and Gisa gets more on this story.
This dialogue where girls to girls all with the interreligious leaders now the second term since 2018 with force for end or tap female genital mutilation na the country where the one we get for deal with the cutting where then king cut fangal picking and woman them. Report from Masasabi people them and well body business show say FGM they cause plenty bad in them to girl picking and woman them. WHO report show say but 140 million girl picking and woman them don't they suffer from FGM and 3 million they at risk for undergo the practice where salon they part of. Dr. Usman Jessifona, now the Secretary General for Interreligious Council Sierra Leone, been talk more on how the Interreligious Council but in Tranga one for tap this practice.
One of the things where we don't see very clearly that FGM is not supported in the Bible. There is nothing in the Bible that talks about supporting FGM. On the part of Islam, there are schools of thoughts. You get one we think say it is supported and the other think say not supported. But the fact of the matter is that Islam they follow the Holy Prophet, and we learn from the Islamic scholars that ever allow India picking them for men and put them for bulu. So we say as religious leaders, we take the responsibility first for going to our homes and teach with wives and with picking them about the harmful practice of FGM. Not only teach them, but we make a commitment say we will ensure say we don't allow the girl picking them for participate in FGM in this country, because it will start with we and then we will roll it out. Also, the Interreligious Council get meetings on a monthly basis in every district in this country. Now we use with coordinators during the monthly meetings for make them pass on the issues of sexual and gender-based violence, including FGM, than the religious communities. And when they receive them at the district level, People also get people already mentored at the children's, and they will take that message around to them, and the children level will start it be. But one major decision what we take, Diana, that the Interreligious Council need to do further engagement so that we get everybody convinced about the situation. But that further engagement they get to do with a lot of consultations, and at the end of the day get a national consultative conference on these issues, so that when we all don't agree, that we'll come up with a position paper, and when that is in the favor of what we believe, then we'll put the necessary pressure on the government for see how they will eradicate FGM in this country.
Some of the people them will take part for this dialogue from different sides inside the country, being taught how they intend for end this fate.
Of children coordinators. This will also be part of whatever we pass on to the children coordinators, because when they get the knowledge from we, they say they go and transmit it.
The coordinator for Girls to Girl Empowerment Movement, Aminata Koroma, is on top. The key reason why they target the Interreligious Council inside this fete.
When we say them, we see them as more like guarantors. We're able to talk to government so that we will get a legislation on FGM. This we not going to do as a small organization, but we think as if we work with them, then we're able to be a pressure group, part of a pressure group for ask government to make get a legislation against FGM. We not wait for that legislation because we know for say change they come up from within. And we also want to see them as Interreligious Council. We know for say their constituency is big. Then when they look out for votes. If you not so when you belong to a religion and you don't listen to that person, so we want to see what them will do for make them able to change the perception of the people there for say FGM is harmful, not to religious practice, not to Islamic practice. And so because of that, if they continue for Guam, let them preach against her, let them speak openly against her, let them get a position where people they will know say, now this we don't talk, we don't say in order in a Quran, in order in a Bible. And so because of that, it's harmful. We want to see them take that position. But the last engagement will begin, they also get some commitments when they say they will talk openly. We want to see that position come out clearly. They don't also commit themselves for say after the AGM, they will be able to do something for see how they will address FGM in the religious aspect and see how they will for convince other people there. But I also they encourage them for start with their family, because change they begin from you self. If they work on that today, they commit themselves to their family members, they don't go put out by FGM. I think that minus for FGM.
For RRN and RTV Morning Tea, Alice Prislen Kisa, the report.
Remember, say you can be part of the program by way you simply send text message to the number +232 79920 500 088 900 500 or +232 79920 500. Send you SMS and make your contribution to the program. Remember, say the program concern the country and the country people. Now to the next story inside the program. Although now over 90% out of the school picking them with seats to the 2020 government WASC fail. Now to say few still get university requirements, and above them all now Sophie Kelson say we get the best WASC results for modernized school and the country as a whole. They don't join me at the program this morning for tell me more about this success. Welcome to the program, Kelson.
Thank you.
All right. First of all, how you feel about the outcome of this year WASC result?
I think say not be encouraging at all, because I would expect say I'm not sure. I would expect say there will be an improvement from last year, because I believe say this government, the government way believe in empowering education and promoting education at the country.
Okay.
So I've been they expect, honestly I don't know waiting people that they go right, I don't know waiting they happen.
Okay.
But I really be the expect say, especially for my school, I be expect say the results and go excellent, because now a government we thorough in marking and then care about education at the country. So it wasn't really encouraging.
Okay, general perspective, it wasn't encouraging.
No.
But personally, how you feel about you, like your results?
I think say for any interview where I go, I can talk say me a very hard worker, and personally if you ask me, I was expecting more. I make I say it wasn't encouraging. And even where I get the news about me being the best, The reason I can tell people, they say I wasn't surprised being the best, because I be done there among the best for Beke. Not a surprise to me. Waiting and be a surprise was that I was the best with the results where I get originally. I wasn't 100% satisfied with.
Okay, so why are you not satisfied about the results? Waiting at these results where you get?
I get 4 A's, 4 B's, and a C.
Okay. And how's faculty?
Arts.
Arts faculty.
Yeah.
All right. Now, how you able for attain this success? I mean, waiting actually make you able for reach at the site, and everybody they celebrate you today.
I believe that if there are 2 factors we bring me through, na hard work and God.
Okay.
Because easy way no day for be successful. They lay down and it can't meet you. I can tell people and say, even if you are smart, no matter how smart you are, if you not study, and I don't mean study like average study, just read you feel satisfied. I'm talking about the study where you read the book more than 5 times and you are we look and stuff all the way they book like that's the kind of studying I believe say me and the people who are surround myself with they study. And also I can tell people they say I pray my way through the exam, because we live in a country where I believe say you don't know what thing will happen, things go wrong, nobody is perfect. So it takes the special grace of God for take you through an examination as big as this.
Okay.
And
now, before we talk about, we know so a lot of contributions on the way get you through this process, apart from personal commitment. Now we want to know, now studies no more you've been focused on all this while, because people, some man, they go tell like strange something to for say this, attain this height, you go don't do something very extraordinary. So like now studies no more you've been focused on, or you've been get social life or deal with other thing that we be involved in as well.
Yes, people then will surprise, but I do have a social life.
Okay.
I know they into social media, but I'm social. I day, but I'm not addicted, if I can say. I know how to balance me time.
Okay.
When it's time to study, you study. When it's time for social, and I was even senior prefect of my school. I had responsibilities. Sometimes you go and study, and then teacher go can't tell you say, Sophie, this is going on, and most times I made a champion some particular thing, and I made a front. And so I had responsibilities, I had expectations from my parents as well, from my school, for balance, being a leader, being first, also academically, and all these other things. And I did Instagram, I did WhatsApp, Facebook, but I'm not into it. I know they spend all my time there, because
so like how specifically you be able for balance, because you earlier on you mentioned say you're not a Christian, and I believe say there has to be something that you did before this time we make you able for balance the life. How are you able specifically for balance your life?
I'm not enough how to explain this to people then, but for me it's with time. Time is of the essence. Time no boku. And I think so that the mistake that they boku people can make say I have time. And most time and they are competitive as well. I go sit down on my phone, and then like I said, I have hard-working friends. I go sit down. That's what all of us do. I go sit down. The members say this person they study, and I know they study. Even though I don't study before, then they motivate me for grab and study. And I'll be doing something like, it's all about having things that push you. I go sit down and I go think about how my papa wants this for me, and I want it for myself, because the country you have to do extraordinary things to be recognized. Just go school and nobody will know you. And all these things pushed me. And so social media, friends, it's good. And even if you see me in school, you're not going to say I study as hard as I study. But like I said, it's about balancing your time, about knowing when to do particular things. And I think sleep now also a very important factor. They make people they maximize their time. During school times I know they sleep too much. I know say not healthy, but I get other times for sleep. And when it's exam or weeks, months before exam, I sacrifice sleep just so that discipline.
Okay, you mentioned something we're very key and very, I believe say inspiring as well. Time, we say, is of the essence. And again, you talk about how you need to feel confident, too confident, and you know they feel you are up there already or almost say a need for study, and even they think say somebody might be studying while a Sidona they or another thing. So that is quite inspiring. Fam, will not forget to the program na Morning Tea, and they come to you live on channel 72 on ITV Redeemer Radio, Redeemer Television, and Redeemer Radio Network. 92.5 FM inside Freetown and the soft frequency them all about the country. Remember, say you can send text message to 0799200500 if you want to contribute to the program. Over to you again, Kelsey. Now, you talk about this not for the first time. Yeah, so like it's like you not a surprise to you. So like explain give you the past external exam then beats about the past external exam the way we don't sit.
I think MPSC I had 364. That was, like I said, competitive. So where I get that results, you know, in me mock we they sit in school, they get 400 and this 490. So 364 was not, in my opinion, a good result.
Okay, so at that time, how you been like compared to this was where you talk about generally?
I think say then I wake me up a little bit because I be they take and say MPSC not to an exam we they study for. Because it was quantitative, and I believe say it's just I believe say it was reasoning, and that is how actually it is. But everything we do require hard work as well. So I believe say I come in Form 1 with a new determination up to Form 3, and I make sure say I surround myself with people way as driven as me, and as I am sorry. And in Beke, I believe say I was second in the country with 8 ones, I get 6.
Okay.
And at that point, I already be done set a, how should I say, a pace for myself where I need for follow or pass.
All right.
And so there was this big expectation for WAS as well.
Okay.
And my papa not be ever fail for reminding me of that day. So for every time I studied, that was at the back of my mind. You know they can done.
Okay.
You can either maintain or go higher.
Thank you very much, Sophie Kelson. They continue for stay with me now the program. Fambul imna Sophie Kelsey, Sise we join at the program. It happened for be the people we get the best WASC government WASC results for. We get the best WASC results for 2020 inside the country. The program na Morning Tea, and keep your text coming in. The number na 079-920-500. 079-920-500. Fam, not forget say you can do quick one so that we will still get them inside the program for read them. Well, make we relax and go for short break as we have a join and celebrate one for we reporter them from Redeemer Media Network. We're celebrating birthday today. We're not no less a person but Alimatu Dumbuya. We say happy birthday to you. Cheers to your new age. God bless you. Happy birthday to you, Alimati Dumbuya. We pray that God will continue to bless you And also this new year will give you more speed, more heights, so that you will fulfill purpose in life. Happy birthday, God bless you, Alimat Dumbuya. Fumble to the next story inside the program. Conscience International Civil Society Organization don't end one-day proposed planning and advocacy meeting with NACRA and Statistics Sierra Leone, including other stakeholders and CSOs them, November 25th, 2020, for engage NACRA on how they go do more for increase in the process of birth registration na the country inside Santano House na Freetown. Fatima Fofana Bindede and gets more on this story.
The national midterm census, where the government through Statistics Sierra Leone been declared for April 2021 on how they go able for count and position the number of people where the country they host presently for the next national development preparation, make Conscience International Civil Society Organization done all one-day planning and advocacy meeting together with the National Civil Registration Authority, NACRA, and Statistics Sierra Leone with other stakeholders and civil society organization them for engage them on how they go able for do more on the increase on birth registration as then they aim for resolve and address the issue of statelessness in the country during the term where the census go start. This meeting will take place na Santano House, inside House Street, Freetown, as the national coordinator and founder of the Conscience International Civil Society Organization, Paul Brahma Bangura, been explained.
How NCRE for increase birth registration in Sierra Leone. Then also how statistics for able for include statelessness documentation, that means for register or for document people who are stateless, for include them at the midterm population census when they come next year. We all don't agree the president pronounced a mid-term population census, who probably will take place maybe next year. So we think and fit say the issues we will deal with as civil society are issues around the right to nationality, and we get what we call stateless individuals, people will not belong to any state, and we don't know the number. Yeah, so the reason why we're interested because of this census they come now, then get the mandate for able for do headcount, for able to do survey, by law. So now they were engaged for see how they were able for include the issue of documenting stateless individuals across the country. Because one forget data, one forget number.
For Redeemer Media Network News, Fatima Fofana the report.
Alright, from that story we will take another story, quick one inside the program. The Commissioner for the National Youth Commission, Ngolo Kata, don't say them don't they do some engagements, and very soon some college then will be turned to TVET University. He make this statement where even they give keynote address now the TVET Week celebration program. Erika Bangura been there and gets more on this story. Alright, Fambul, we beg pardon. That clip there we get small issue with well, we push the program go before. We get several text messages we don't come in for we get them when we get in the studio. The first text that says, Sophie, you say you're not okay with your results. Waiting you be the expect. Na 9 A's, this come out from Senzo na grafting. Another one says, Sophie, you do well. This is a show say girl picking the need for investing in self. Forget potential for develop the country. Another one say, waiting you go like for studying at university, being a lawyer not go be a bad profession. Karimu Ibrahim na low cost. And this one say, my Mother's Choice Foundation, when I get any plan for go out na streets and sensitize girl picking them where they live an exposed life, way prone to violence inside these 16 days of activism. Another one says, Sophie, how many hours you they study for day? Then the last text that says, Sophie, waiting now your advice to some people where they make up their mind for take the WASC exam. So quick one, we go start with you, Oscar.
Yeah, thank you very much. And one for say thanks for that text that we just text. If you get any plan for Una Street, to particularly we prone against or we prone to violence. Now the conscious.
Yeah, during these 16 days of activism.
Yes, we get a plan. We even don't start on St. Edwards a few days back again. That was last week, Tuesday. We get for Una St. Edwards and talk to the picking them. Maybe they'll meet some in the street, but at the same time, we're in a classroom and talk to them within our violence and how they need for debate themselves from violence, because we get so many violence. So far, so good. But we get more within the 16 days. Today don't be the 8th day, so we get more days when we will take one of them day then and see that we go on the street and talk to picking them. And not only students, because when you talk about the violence, it cuts across even big people themselves.
Absolutely. You know, Oscar, one thing we very clear, we now in same way so people can relate to government say they talk but some people can, you know, allege the government talk but you know implement them. Then we find out say a lot of organizations then care for no but celebration days commemoration. After that, Nazi getting the from them. So how waiting more are they do behind, you know, this 16 days of activism? Are they engage them after even after this period?
Okay, I just give you two important things that we always work on. We vision here is to advocate and at the same time support and protect women, beginning with vulnerable.
Okay, protection has a lot of package inside where you know go tell. So protection goes beyond just one day una they meet them. We want to know if una can continue for meet them. Una get record or perhaps for them.
Yeah, we get record, and at the same time we get a very good database when we always take record anytime we go. Make sure say we take a stipulated record, so by the next time if we go na so place again, we realize possible this record we take maybe will not be succeed in this record. Let we do more so that at the end of the day we get a very good record. When we apply or when we seek for donors for support, they get for go to then record and see say, yeah, we need for supporting people there.
Okay.
So basically that.
Finally, you get anything more for say concerning my mother's choice, like plans moving forward for say girl picking them?
Yes, as it stands for now, we won't forget a workshop when we will see that we invite schools them. Okay. Schools them we vulnerable. We not even know what can happen in the community, and school then we don't see picking and don't the marginalized in terms of sexual-based violence. So we forget the workshop for them, for sensitized to them. Okay. At the same time, maybe the menstrual hygiene way we always don't do. We make sure say we give pass to picking them on that part. So that at the same time, we still get we advocacy we do presently against these 16 days activism. We get to go out again and see that we talk to picking them, talk to people and we don't envisage themselves in violence.
Okay.
They take advantage of a small picking them. At the same time, Mother Straight Foundation always they see that we get a very good collaboration with other organizations and they work for see that they eradicate
the Ministry of Social Welfare.
Look, I don't want to mention Ministry of Social because welfare side we see, like I say in governance, we get certain people that they cater for certain organization.
Okay.
There's such organizations sometimes, no matter what you do, for let your voice go be hard, it can't. It take a time. It's a process. Government is a process.
All right.
So for now, assistant, we the work and based on we as a whole for see that with help of Caritas and Hill Valley for achieve we goals them in terms of eradicating sexual-based violence in our community.
All right. Plenty thank for talk to me. Fambul im na Oscar Kama, the acting public relations officer for Mother's Choice Foundation. We join me at the program for talk more about their work and waiting and during these 16 days of activism. Now to we next guest in the studio. We not less a person but Sophie Kelson say we come out with the best government to ask results in the country. Now Kelson, you're waiting people and they ask you somebody say if you okay, you've been talk say you know okay with the results. They ask if you've been they expect like 9 A's.
Okay, so first of all, I am okay because they don't have, in terms of expectancy, yes, or expectation.
So waiting are you plan? Waiting you want for study?
Law actually, like the person say, that's the plan.
All right. Now, you get any word of encouragement or word of inspiration to somebody where they listen, where they're about for take the next ask? Okay, let me start with the private first. The next year you want to ask. get any inspiration for that person?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I believe in hard work. I believe in studying thoroughly.
Like the other texters say, how many hours before they left that party?
Me daddy can always tell me if you dey study even for 30 minutes, let be thorough. On a normal day, I honestly not dey study as much. Me hard study they come a month or two before examination. But on a normal basis, I study an hour for a day actually, because I believe so. They read over and over, you understand better and things stick. Okay. But people then can want make magic where the exam reach. I mean, some we can do at times, one not like that. Sometimes they want to enter doing that and they really exam here, who they try for bring up. But when they study things over and over, where the exam cannot will be difficult for let you just get a compact explanation and knowledge for it. So it's basically 1 hour during exam times. I not get time. I study say I'm not gonna say what time, because if what time they did it. So whenever I feel satisfied with how much I've studied.
Alright, plenty thank for take tea with me this morning. Mambu in now Sophie Kelsey say Asale on say the pupil will get the best government WASC results for 2020. Well, the program na Morning Tea will come to you live on Redeemer Television Channel 72 on ITV and Redeemer Radio Network 92.5 FM inside Freetown and sub-frequency them all about the country. Well, that's what the program will left for today, but before that, one for being come to you, waiting be happening inside the month of November 30 specifically, inside history. Well, na been today inside 1996, fisherman them will be the work na salon water and sea. They been go cancel one 10-day strike will be happen because one Navy patrol be arrest 5 soldier them we been the raid one fishing trawler near Banana Island. Sef na been today November 30 inside 1997. First time President Ahmed Tijan Kaba we he been there on exile, been begged the United Nations General Assembly Wednesday for save we nation and help bring calm Salon civil rule to end. That's not all waiting we get for you inside this edition of Morning Tea. We come to you live on Redeemer TV and radio. But in case you miss parts of the program or all, you go tune in again for repeat broadcast 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. in the evening. Before I end the program, make a member on our recent stock inside the program. We say before you praise cutting tree, take time for near I'm fine, because far away cutting tree, nobody gets chuk. And this comes out from Patrick Van. Plenty thank you to you, Patrick. Well, plenty thank to the camera crew, the technical team, and all the one them in the control room. And self beaucoup thank to the one that we join out for make this program reach you. And plenty thank to the one we produce the program, Patrick Van. We bring come the program, na CYRUS KONOBUNDOH. They say tata and thank you for taking tea with me. Not forget to observe all the COVID-19 regulations and rules. C'était even time, Mina CYRUS.